A tornado swept through the state of Assam in eastern India. According to experts, this is a rare weather phenomenon for the area. The vortex struck the Barpeta area in the western part of the state and lasted several minutes. 7 huts were damaged as a result of the incident. There were no fatalities or injuries. The tornado formed near the banks of the Brahmaputra River, which flows near the village of Rowmar and affected a small area. A magnitude 7 earthquake struck Chile. Residents fled their homes as tremors shook the walls of buildings, especially in the town of Antofagasta. There were power outages as electrical cables were severed, causing sparks to fly into the air. Authorities are assessing the extent of the damage, but a tsunami is not expected after this event. This is the latest in a series of seismic activity in the Pacific Ring of Fire that has caused earthquakes and volcanic eruptions in Tonga, Japan and the United States. A series of powerful tornadoes swept across the central and southern USA. In the city of Andover, Kansas, USA, passed a powerful and destructive tornado. According to meteorologists, the atmospheric vortex raged for 21 minutes and traveled nearly 21 kilometers, demolishing various objects in its path, including homes and cars. Just as a result of the tornado damaged from 50 to 100 buildings, about 20,000 homes were left without light. There's no information about the dead yet. The wind speed during the tornado reached almost 265 kilometers per hour. Although it looks impressive, collapsed roofs, overturned cars and uprooted trees, hundreds of residents affected, this is just some of the consequences of this rampage. Oklahoma was the hardest hit. Dozens of homes and businesses there were damaged or completely destroyed, and the Oklahoma City suburbs were ordered to evacuate. Several thousand households were left without electricity. In Oklahoma City, a tornado with wind speeds of nearly 30 meters per second at its center tore down roofs and overturned cars. More than 14,000 people were left without power. The storm winds are moving east. Arkansas, Missouri, Kentucky and Indiana are threatened in the coming days. Hawaii's Kilauea volcano is now erupting a steady stream of lava after a period of intermittent pulsing. The latest eruption began in September but until recently had been stopping and starting every few days. Now the pulsing nature of the eruption has ended and a steady flow of lava is once again filling the volcano's crater in Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. The flow has been non-stop for more than 2 weeks. Scientists with the USA Geological Survey said that while the volcano is ultimately unpredictable, the current activity shows no signs of slowing and some historic eruptions have lasted decades. A powerful dust storm over 300 kilometers wide blew across the county in the USA state of Texas, coloring the sky orange. According to the USA National Weather Service, hurricane-force winds reached speeds of over 100 kilometers per hour in the east-central area. The weather station at the international airport recorded gusts of 110 kilometers per hour. The dust storm colored the sky dark orange in the afternoon. Visibility on the roads was practically zero, posing a serious threat to motorists. The thick dust turned day into night as the orange hue enveloped parts of the southern plains, blocking out sunlight closer to evening. In some areas, visibility was reduced to 400 meters due to dust brought in by winds from northern Mexico. The storm led to an increase in emergency calls. Abnormal for this time of year, spring snowfall with a heavy snowstorm covers Northern California in the United States. A heavy snowstorm has paralyzed major highways in the mountains of Northern California and Nevada. Weather forecasters warned that travel in the Sierra Nevada could be difficult for days. The National Weather Service said the mountain snowfall is expected to continue Wednesday, May 11th. In the west, a 112-kilometer stretch of highway from California through the Lake Tahoe area to the Nevada border was closed through Wednesday, May 11th. The California Department of Transportation also closed many other roads, warning motorists. The Weather Service issued a storm warning for Lake Tahoe through May 12 because of heavy snowfall and wind gusts that can reach 72 km/h. Floods in Brazil. 3 people died. Heavy rains triggered massive flooding in the Brazilian state of Santa Catarina. Badly affected the city of Tubarão. 3 people were killed. About 40,000 residents were evacuated and hundreds were left homeless. A state of emergency is in effect in 22 cities. More than 300 millimeters of rain have fallen in some areas. More forest fires in Russia. The area of forest fires in Russia increased by 4,000 hectares per day. The largest burning area is in Kurgan region. According to the Regional Department of the Ministry of Emergency Situations, the largest fire spots are localized. There is no threat to the settlements. Unfortunately, the weather does not help in extinguishing the fires. There is a strong wind and abnormally hot weather. According to forecasts, in the next few days the probability of precipitation in the region will increase, but do not expect heavy rains, and it will still be windy. Oil spill in Peru killed 900 animals. An accident occurred during the unloading of a tanker in the Ventanilla area. More than 10,000 barrels of oil products ended up in the water. The prosecutor's office is investigating the damage to the environment, and authorities have charged Repsol with failing to comply with the terms of the accident response. The Office of the Ombudsman of Peru said that the liquidation work is not completed. The agency said the spill killed 900 animals, including species threatened with extinction. Specialists are calling on the authorities to take all measures to speed up the cleanup process. So far the company has cleaned only 21 out of 46 beaches, and it is still unknown how well the cleanup is done. The department stressed that data on affected animals and damage to beaches will be available until the cleanup and restoration of the affected areas is fully completed.